the darting scene over here. It kind of started in the early 80s with a lot of expats as Van den Berg looks for the first 180 hit in Bahrain on the World Series. And Dimitri has left himself 70. Yeah, the expats sort of got the dart scene going in the early 80s. It grew pretty quickly in the space of a decade. And hundreds now playing in
43
in darts leagues
requires 70
around the Kingdom of Bahrain, and 2 of them are here tonight.
Double 16 for a 2-0 lead.
38.
And this time the Belgian #1 misses. Abi closer than the 160 he's just had a look at. 1 treble required for his first leg ever on TV. Treble 19 required. Can't get it.
57.
Just feeling stretching and reaching, overreaching possibly. Abi. Dimitri not missing, and he's doubled his lead at 2-0. World Championship walloping, as he did to Chris Dobie the round previously.
It was, but I think Dimitri will walk away from that World Championship campaign with more positives than negatives, particularly as he kind of went off the boil in the second half of last year when he was winning these World Series titles back-to-back in Copenhagen and Amsterdam. He really did look in the discussion for being the best player in the world. This would be a little bit fancy, but it's not going to happen. And Abi is starting to get 61 opportunities in this game. Had a look at 117 in the last leg, 103 this time, and this would be for a breaker throw.
That's a great dart. I think he's looking at 14, he's looking up. Wow. He got there in the end. Terrific 103 finish for Abi.
Full flag. Alain, the throw first.
Yeah.
But this one for a 5-1 lead. Dimitri Van den Berg looking at the 16s. Gets that for double 12. He can use that.
48.
But he does not use it well enough.
58.
And Abi has a chance to double his leg tally. He's 1 out of 1 on the doubles. It's been flawless from him. And that continues. Clinical stuff for the Philippines. Response for the Dreammaker. Well, 4 180s in this game, all coming from Dimitri Van den Berg.
Well then. Well done, Dimitri Van den Berg.
Only once before have we seen a 9-darter on the World Series, and it was an awful long time ago. Only once before have we seen Dimitri Van den Berg hit a 9-darter on the TV. And that was quite a while ago at the Grand Slam in 2018.
You were still in short pants, weren't you? When Phil Taylor hit a 9-darter in Sydney. Oh, come on, Dimitri Van den Berg. On the opening night in Bahrain. He was that close to a 9-darter in the World Series.
Bahrain nearly kicking off with a bang from the Belgian. Double 18 miss for the perfect leg. It's only the 8th leg we've had here.
You just never know, do you? The beauty of this sport, you just never know what's going to happen next.
1 for double 4. He was on the 9, missed the double. Takes out the double four for a 5-3 lead. Just when it looked like this was becoming a little bit sticky for Dimitri Van den Bergh.
On a 9-darter, this could well be going the distance. And don't forget, Van den Bergh missed 2 darts to go 5-1 in front.
Single 16. Double top for a level game and a last leg decider. Alain Abiabi on his TV debut has just wired tops to force a last leg shootout with the world number 11.
He needs that treble, and he isn't going to get it. So Abiabi now with 3 darts in hand to make it 5 apiece. Against the odds, against the expectations. And like we said before, with this sport, you just never, ever know.
Double 10. Double 5. Oh, what a dart! What a dart from Alain Abiabi!
Has literally carried on regardless. Big dart this. It's a huge dart for Abiabi. This could be a huge story here in Bahrain. Or not! Or not! Right on cue. Dimitri Van den Bergh scrapping, fighting, and a fabulous 8th 180 when it looked like he could be on his way to defeat.
Dimitri Van den Bergh is at 5 180s in the last 4 legs. He might still lose this game.
16.
Oh, well, he has taken out a ton-plus finish in this match. Dimitri has bust this one already. Can he wrap it up? Double 4. Two match darts missed to add to the 2 he missed earlier, and Alain Abiabi is 1 visit away from producing an enormous upset in the opening match of the inaugural Bahrain Darts Masters.
1 big treble, he's got it. He needs tops for a massive, massive upset. Was that his chance? Was that his moment? And is Dimitri finally going to get the job done?
Dimitri Van den Bergh wants double 2. He still wants double 2. Oh, he's got out of jail there! Dimitri Van den Bergh, a 2-time winner on the World Series last year, survives a match dart.
Yeah, there was a lot of momentum behind the Rob Cross bid
28
at the Ali Pali at the World Championships, and he came into the tournament in really good form, and he played really well right up until that match against Chris Dobey, when Dobey probably played one of the best games of his career.
Yeah, it was more the point of what Chris Dobey did right than what Rob did wrong. It was a good performance from Dobey. First quarter-final in the World Championship for Chris, and Rob Cross, like I said, will probably have walked away from the World Championship disappointed, but would have been satisfied with the way he played. He did a lot right in that World Championship. He did a lot right last year, Rob, and looking to build on it in 2023.
Treble 18 is the way you'll go. For double 16, this is a very famous shot in Rob Cross's career, because it was the shot that won him the World Championship when he beat Phil Taylor. And a wide smile from his opponent, because it's the shot that wins him the opening leg here against the Indian.
Sole focus on Bahrain next couple of days.
I just wonder, you know, whether 7 will be announced before the Masters, and that 8th spot will again be announced after the Masters.
Well, it's a nice problem for the PDC to have, isn't it? Being able to deliberate over players. Having too many options is never a bad thing, and
85.
in their hands it will be, and I'm sure whoever selected will be a brilliant lineup for the 17 weeks.
I know if you were on the selection committee, you'd be brutal.
134.
You'd be like the silent assassin of selectors.
It's a tough decision, isn't it? It's a massive thing for these players.
It's a great thing because every single year,
95.
probably from the Grand Slam onwards,
Robbie require 59.
it's a big topic of conversation, and it divides opinion, and it always will. And there'll be some happy players and some not so happy players when the selection is made. Tops for Cross for 4-0.
Game shot and a full flag. Rob Cross, big flag, and knitting the throw first.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that you
14.
there was a case for busting them, I thought.
Oh, definitely, yeah. There was
just no need for him to go for the double two. I mean, brilliant from Cross.
71.
What a shot. He won't mind that he's left under 11, but the shrug of the shoulders. It's all up to Kumar now. Good guide for him. And there it is. Yeah, just a little roll of the eyes for an aggressive dart. A very tall man, so it is coming down into the ball. Rob Cross with a second 180. All smiles, but as you say, he'll be aware that Van der Berg had darts for 5-1 and had to survive a match dart and win a decider in our opening match.
Cross just eager to keep his foot on the accelerator here. Elected not to go 12 ball. Back in knitting, Kumar won't take out this 160, but it would be a game changer.
It would. I think it's fair enough, though, the decision from Rob Cross. It's probably a 90-10 decision, isn't it?
And the scoreline in his favour as well. 4 legs to 1, a couple of breaks. If it had have gone out, Rob Cross will back himself to just restore order. But it is 5-1. Rob Cross now. 5 out of 7 on the doubles. The average is up above 96. And has dealt with the threat of knitting Kumar really well. Got out in front, like I said. Got a couple of breaks early. It's allowed him to control the tie. And he's just got time to set up this. And again, that triple 18.
92.
His old friend coming to his aid, and he's 53 points away from finishing off this matchup. Potentially a match with Peter Wright awaits in the quarterfinals.
Rob, you require 53.
So tops for Cross. Back on the World Series for the first time in 3.5 years, and back in the winner's circle.
Great looking first dart. Oh, what about this from Manlock? Look, 177 to leave himself on 50, and it's looking like a third break of throw in 3 legs in this game.
94. Manlock, you require 50.
Potential 10 dart leg, I'm sure, if he's splitting. Double 16.
Game
really good, and breaks
leg.
again.
Manlock
3
Young.
consecutive breaks of throw. He set out his stall from his first visit, a max to start the match.
140.
Humphries having to respond, and is responding here.
Well, he is, but he may only get 1 dart at ball for that 85, and Lung is going to be somewhere.
Just the pitfalls of having that aggressive action. He just given a little bit too much that second dart. He's tried to clatter into the dart that's there and over-pitched. Double 5 for Humphries. Really good finish. Under pressure there, Luke.
Luke Humphries.
Humphries is going to have to take out a ton-plus finish here. And he can't manage it, and this could be 4-2.
48.
He'd be over to double 16,
Manlock,
you
you
feel.
require 49.
Been pretty efficient on this side of the board. Can he use the marker? And the first real wobble
Luke,
from
you require
Manlock, and
56.
Humphries gets a chance to level up the match.
Game from the sixth leg.
Chance taken.
Humphries.
Keeps his composure.
It's great setup play, and the 161 isn't going to go, so we should be going 4 apiece here. It's a great opportunity set up for Manlock here. He's just got to tidy it up at the back end here. He's been missing this double. He's missed it again.
Oh, no.
No score.
3 darts missed, busts his score. Doesn't really matter about that. It's the fact that he's missed the opportunity to win the leg. And he's lost another one. It is 3 legs on the spin that Manlock Lung has missed darts to win them. He has lost them all. Yeah, he's talked to himself a lot about, a bit like Michael Smith, learning to keep his composure in difficult moments when things aren't going well, giving himself the best chance of winning games, winning legs, hitting doubles.
105.
And he's had to rely on that because things were looking very, very dicey at times in this one.
135.
They could be Manlock's last darts
16.
in the Bahrain Darts Masters, but it's been a good performance. But Luke Humphries to wrap it up. He'll go in the wrong way, but he does get there in the end. He'll be relieved, man, Luke Humphries. And Manlock contributes to a great tie there. Had chances in the middle part of the match.
Options here. Looking at the 19s by the looks of things. Because 4 of them had given him a dart at double 16. But that's not going to happen.
Oh, 76.
These soft hit players
Gerwen,
absolutely adore a
69.
bullseye. Do not get into a bullseye hitting competition with Paul Lim. Double 12. Double 6.
He thought that was in, didn't he?
No
And
score.
he's busted score. That one fell well short.
Required 32.
I was going to say, normally, one of the, if not the best double 12 hitter in the world, Gerwen Price. But he's not going to get another shot at it. As Paul Lim.
Might give him a sniff of a 2-0 lead. That isn't what he was after. Great adjustment.
It's what he does for the sport as well. But he
84.
it truly is an
Gerwen
icon.
require 112.
Tops for Price.
Game from the second
Well, there we
leg.
go.
Gerwen
And he
Price.
knows how important that is. The first roar, the first
Leg,
go
1, 2 for
on.
first. Game
And it's
on.
1-1.
You can't make that.
We are here certainly this weekend. The Price looking at 4-1 after losing the opening
65.
leg.
Gerwen, you require 74.
Like that dart. Last dart into the 25 to leave himself a 2-darter. Maybe irrelevant. Sliding in next to that one for a 74 checkout.
54.
That was the plan, but it wasn't executed.
All you require,
And Lim with that
97.
25 leaves himself 97. Treble 19 double top to hold throw and cut the gap. No problem there. But
57.
some problems there.
Gerwen, you require 20.
He's had the opportunity, hasn't he? He's had the
Game from the
opportunity.
fifth leg. Gerwen Price.
So Price punishes Paul Lim once more.
Sixth leg, Gerwen to throw first.
Yeah, well, a bit more fun on the stage. I know it's a serious business, and you know he's a world-class player. He's a world champion. He's one of the
100.
very best of the modern era. But it's difficult, isn't it, when you're so heartfelt and you want to do so well, and the passion, and you wear the heart on the sleeve. But it is a job. It is about work. But surely there's an element of enjoyment in it. There should be, anyway.
78.
It's fun
Gerwen,
when
you
you're
require
winning.
124.
And that's what he wants to do. Oh, it's a lovely dart to leave tops. Oh,
Gerwen
what a
from the sixth
checkout,
leg.
Gerwen Price. 1,
Gerwen
2, 4,
Price.
taken out the fancy way. Thing improbable.
He's done what he's had to do, but as you say, Dan, along the way he's been impressive. But as has Lim.
100.
And he hasn't finished just yet.
Well, it would be improbable for Paul Lim to win this leg and stay in the match, but
44.
it certainly got a lot more probable in the last few seconds.
This is great to see. I mean, for anyone to be competing at this sort of level at his age in
89.
any sport.
Gerwen, you acquire 139.
Last dart may hurt him.
Oh, treble 13 for double top. Whoa, what a shot! A 139 to wrap it up. One of the toughest checkouts in the game.
Tops for Wright.
47. Toru, you require
Toru had a go at
126.
1-2-2 in the opening leg, and it's a similar route. You just stay on the same target. On that time, it was 18. Can't find the treble for the bull. He's just checking. It's not in. He's getting opportunities here, Toru Suzuki. Peter Wright, though, will return with 3 darts at double 10 to restore the lead.
If you require 20. No score.
First darts at doubles.
The first dart was always going to make it very, very difficult for him. So it proved to be. So he's going to have 1 dart here, Toru Suzuki, for a break of throw.
Game Sean, the third
He's
leg.
been getting the opportunities and he's taken them. Play well. That was always for me. To enjoy it, you need to play well. It's hard to sort of stutter through a game and enjoy a close, nervy game when you know you're not playing at the best of your ability.
190.
A really good switch from Suzuki.
It's more like it. 3 in the last 3 legs from Peter Wright.
And now those missed darts for the 3-1 lead are looking more and more costly for Suzuki.
81.
Well, that'd be a real disappointment because he really should have backed up a 10-darter with an 11-dart leg. Plenty in hand, of course, but, you know, he will say that that's not the point. But he's sort of turned it around. I was going to say the last 2 legs are similar to that amazing run that he got on when he beat Michael Smith at the Ali Pali to win the World Championship.
He did it in the Grand Slam as well, 2 months prior to that. Still needs to address this double situation. There is a cushion now. Happy with how low he was on the treble 20. A lot to improve on for Peter Wright. And in the midst of all that, he's still averaging around about 95.
Maybe you require 60.
Can he get it first time this time?
Game Sean,
And he can.
Peter Wright.
And he breaks back.
He could be getting away from him here, but a massive opportunity in the 4th leg where he had 3 clean to lead, 3-1. And whilst there's been woes on the doubles for Peter Wright, you've always felt he'd have a bit too much here. And he's getting closer and closer to finishing the job. As we've already mentioned, it will be Rob Cross who awaits. A tasty quarter-final, that one.
60. Maybe you require 100.
Yeah, frustration for Suzuki. He's played some good stuff, but hasn't taken the chances when they've really mattered.
190.
95 average, despite 18 missed darts at double. Scoring A, finishing C-.
Yeah. So Suzuki looking to just bring himself down here. Peter Wright, who has missed this dart double in the match already on 2 occasions, but this time it's for the match.
Game.
An emphatic way to win in the end for Peter Wright. Job done. He was given a real run by Suzuki.
But no, it's obviously the sport's gone from strength to strength since 2008, and obviously the PDC, £500,000 in prize money, that creates awareness, and just not just the World Championship, but what goes with it throughout the year as well, the Pro Tour, the Euro Tour, and it's going from strength to strength this year as well. More prize money on the Euro Tour for players.
Michael, you require 86.
Well, 86 for a 3-0 lead. Double 16. And double 8 is there. 3 legs, all won on different doubles. Michael Smith bossing this one as we expected him to. The question is, he's not expecting himself to do that. He's like you say, he thinks there's too much talent around
93.
that winning half the titles around, as Van Gerwen has done at times and Phil Taylor before him, that might be impossible. But I tell you what, he's going to be in the mix for so much, for so long.
And obviously the major events as well. The going as world #1, seeded one along with that. That just makes you draw a little bit easier, settle into events as well. The way he's playing, he doesn't need an easy draw. Look at this. We had a 1-2-9 in the opening leg on the ball, on the 1-3-1 there with the top stop, made to look easy, and he's enjoying himself, looking over to his wife and his children, and averaging over 107 to wrap up a really clinical performance. 36 over to double 9. Well, we go on.
28.
Outside chance now for Youssef.
Abdul Nasir require 111.
This would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, the 14s route. I suppose it's an option. Can't find the treble.
I'm going to go out and say it. I'm not a fan of the 14s route on 111. But Michael Smith, who's missed a couple of match darts already, down to double 2. Oh, hang about. Now then, more chances for Youssef.
Abdul Nasir requires
Michael
6.
She'll just have to wait a little bit longer.
Now then. Oh, Abdul Nasser, that's not right. That one is. Can he get the last one right? He can, you know! He's bounced it into double top. And 62-year-old Abdul Nasser Youssef has just taken a leg off the world #1. He pinged it off that marker dart as well.
Oh, superb scenes, and Michael Smith sportingly acknowledges. He'll hope that he doesn't have to use too many more here. 9 darts thrown, 105. Smith looking to wrap up this last 16 tie.
41.
And he could wrap up this leg with the mere 419-point margin. Treble 18, can't find it, so he's going to have to take another visit.
53.
A great moment, though, for Abdul Nasser to clinch that 60. I don't even think Michael Smith would begrudge it him.
41. Mark you require.
Could be his last 3 darts. Michael Smith to finish the job here.
36.
Well, he's taking his time about it. I know that he was absolutely buzzing to be introduced as the world champion and world #1, but he seems to be milking this.
Just can't quite follow it. Michael Smith just stumbling a little bit here. His average has dropped below 100 now.
Michael requires 16.
Surely this time, Michael Smith for a place in tomorrow's quarterfinals. He gets there at the end. Brilliant performance from Michael Smith. Great moment for Abdul Nasser Youssef.
Require 116.
Yeah, Barney relishing the chance to be back on the World Series as Yamada here looks at tops.
76.
Wasn't far away.
Raymond
33rd time
141.
we've seen him in the World Series, but not for over 3 years. What can he do with this? Oh, is this vintage Barney?
117.
Nearly.
Yuki require 40.
Very nearly a very welcome return to World Series action for Barney.
20.
And agonising
Raymond,
misses from
require
Yuki
24.
Yamada, and even in the very first leg of the game, you wonder whether he'll come to rue those misses.
Game on the first leg.
Barney fills his
Raymond van
boots.
Barneveld. Second leg, Raymond to throw first. Game on.
Yeah, 10 years ago. Michael Smith, who really should have won 6-0, just missed double 18 for a 156. But they want to put on a show.
43. Raymond, you require 85.
All part of what this world tour is all about. Beautiful.
Game
yes.
on the fifth leg.
How many times have we
Raymond
seen
van
that?
Barneveld.
Rank them. And not a bad display this from Raymond van Barneveld. 96.5 average, 57% on the doubles. A couple of 180s chucked in there as well.
100.
It's like
Raymond,
he's
you
never been
require
away.
167.
Go on then. Go on then. Well, he gave it a go.
135.
Didn't have to. He was always going to.
Left it nice though. It's good to see him playing with a smile on his face.
139. Raymond, you require 32.
And that's pretty good to see as
sixth
well.
leg.
5-1 Raymond van Barneveld. And as things stand,
Seventh
we are
leg,
still
Yuki
on for a
to
clean
first.
sweep for the PDC
Game on.
representatives.
Yeah, one man came close.
One
140, 180, thrown for the match. Smooth and silky.
100.
Gorgeous
Raymond, you
as
require
ever.
41.
For the match.
Double 16. Double 8.
33.
And he has to wait a little longer. But he knows he's got more match darts coming up.
55.
That might be
Raymond,
the
you
last
require
darts that
8.
the sandwich van operator throws in this one. Because double 2. Barney
Game
rolls
shot
on
and the
into the
match.
quarter-finals to
Raymond
face
van
Luke Humphries. A
Barneveld.
6-2 victory on his return to World Series action after more than 3 years away.
It's really focused as well. I like the attitude of Mahmood. He's not sort of shaking his head when he's lost those
82.
legs. He's kind of acknowledged that his opponent's playing well and just getting on with the job, and just needs to keep chipping away and hope the opportunities come.
Very deliberate. It's not a bad throw though, is it? Straight down the line. And no one would begrudge him a 180.
That's quite similar to Nathan Aspinall's as well.
140.
Third one, but
Johnny
gets himself to
Maguire,
130. It's a good leg,
134.
this, from Mahmood. He may not get a go. We saw the top stops from Michael Smith earlier on 131.
from the
And
third
we've seen one
leg.
from Johnny Clayton.
Johnny Clayton.
Real quality there. And Mahmood
Fourth
nods,
leg, Bassam to
acknowledging,
throw
but that
first.
one.
3 out of 4 on the doubles.
It's a good performance from
40.
Johnny. Similar to Michael Smith earlier, no complacency. Just doing a professional job. And he's in again here.
140.
Enjoying himself as well, Johnny. Little wave to the crowd. Could it be back-to-back 10+ finishes for the 4-leg lead?
$60. Johnny, you require 122.
He'll go for it. And
Game
he gets
from
it.
the fourth
Johnny
leg.
Clayton can't miss at the minute. That's
Johnny
4 out of 5
Clayton.
on the doubles. 2 10+ finishes. Finish. Yet to have a go at a double, Mahmood. Did leave 130, but Johnny Clayton slammed the door shut. with that ton plus finish. He should switch down here, he does. And
43.
unfortunately, he just deviates from the 19
Johnny
target. So
requires
plenty of time for
64.
Johnny Clayton to go one away from the quarterfinals.
48. $140. Johnny requires
Outside chance
16.
here, he needs errors from Johnny Clayton. We haven't seen many. And he's
Game
not got
from the
any
fifth
here.
leg. Johnny
Clayton
Clayton.
one away from the quarterfinals.
Sixth leg,
Average
Bassem
still up
to
about
the
109.
Game on.
Double option here. Looks like he's starting up at the top of the board. And also just checking, 39 remains.
He's going to get a chance, Mark. He's going to get a dart, surely.
It's a deserved chance as well. And it's at double 16. Big moment here for Bassem Mahmood. He deserves this opportunity. Can he convert? Great effort.
67.
Unlucky, just the wrong side of the wire. He may
Johnny
return.
require 92.
Johnny Clayton's been pretty clinical on the doubles.
He went for double-double, I
52.
think, as well. So another chance
Bassem
here for
require
Bassem
32.
Mahmood to get a leg on the board that he richly deserves.
Something to work with, though. There's the guy. Look at the open bed. Edging closer. They thought he was in. It's not quite there. Oh,
No
4 darts
score.
missed the doubles, and all of them were well
Johnny
thrown darts. He
required
shakes his
40.
head, and Johnny acknowledges that it's a chance gone.
Sneaks it in the corner, so Johnny Clayton is the winner. He goes through. Great effort from Bassem Mahmood.